Evening, everyone. Hello. We are live today on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So we are live today. Today we are going to talk about DV-2023 Green Card Lottery. So this started yesterday. Okay. So we are going to address a lot of questions about it. Okay. So just so you know, those who have not seen me before or haven't joined us before on these platforms, I am immigration lawyer Connie Kaplan. We are in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We help immigrants everywhere make the United States their permanent home. So let's talk about this awesome announcement that just came out. Remember, I cannot talk today about DV 2021 or DV 2022. Those are still stuck in litigation and there is no update. We are going to talk about DV 2023, which means it's the fiscal year of 2023 and the visas would need to be issued before September of that year. So just so you know, as usual, if you have questions about DV 2023, about the Green Card Lottery and how to enter, now is the time to put them in the chat. I will go over some of the basics right now, but remember next Friday, that is the 15th of October at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 2 p.m., 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 1400 hours. Okay, I will be doing a live, okay, going through the actual application process and answering most of your questions again. So remember, that's next Friday. So let's go over it, shall we? All right, good. So I have the instructions right here. There are 20-something pages, but we're not going to go over all that. So first things first, because that is the question that comes up the most. If I am a citizen of, say, Pakistan, can I apply? So then, if you are a citizen of whatever country, the first thing you need to make sure is when you look at the program at the website or on their instructions, we actually posted the video on that on TikTok that lists the countries who, if you are born there, you cannot apply. Okay, so let's go over some of those countries. Okay. Bangladesh, Brazil, Canada, China, including Hong Kong, Colombia, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Haiti, Honduras, India, Jamaica, Mexico, Nigeria, Pakistan, Philippines, South Korea, United Kingdom, with the exception of Northern Ireland, and its dependent territories, Venezuela and Vietnam. Okay? So if you are born in one of those countries, then this year you are not eligible to apply unless you fall under one of the two exceptions. Okay, so how do you get around that? Let's say you are from Mexico, since somebody already asked if I'm from Mexico, what do I do? Some people have a spouse who was born in another country, so the spouse can apply. If you guys are married, both of you should apply anyway because you are eligible in one to be as a principal applicant, in the other one to be as a derivative applicant. Make sure you do list all your children. So there are some exceptions. So if your spouse is born in another country, we can claim her country of citizenship. The other exception is for those individuals who were born in a country where parents had no status. Let's say you are from Pakistan. We have many viewers, especially on TikTok, from Pakistan. Okay, so if you are from Pakistan, but say you were born in another country, okay, say you were born in South Africa. South Africa is eligible to, I'm sorry, if you were born in Pakistan, but your parents are, for example, from South Africa, but they were in Pakistan, for example, on a tourist visa when you were born, okay? So they had no status there, they were not born there. Then even though you were born in Pakistan, you can claim your parents' country of birth. So in this case, you would be eligible to apply as someone born in South Africa, which makes you eligible. So I'm giving you extreme examples just so you guys can visualize it and see if perhaps your particular situation allows you to apply. So let's go over some of the questions. This is not for Mexico. Hi, Miley. No, the way the government, the Department of State determines which countries are not eligible. They go by the number of immigrants in all the categories, not just the green card lottery, and see if any particular country produced too many immigrants. And no country can have more than 7%, for example, selected from the diversity visa lottery. And the reason for that is because the lottery itself, it's a diversity visa. They want people from everywhere, not just people, say, from Mexico or typical, generally speaking, Nigeria, it's always excluded. Mexico, it's always excluded. That is because in the United States immigration system, in the past 5 years, there have been many immigrants from those countries, okay? And that does not help the diversity of the population. Ghana can apply. Hi from Ghana. Gambia, West Africa can apply. Okay. I applied for my wife yesterday. What is next, please? Okay, so I'm hoping that when you apply, first, your wife should have applied herself, not you. Everybody needs to do it on their own, okay? You only know you applied if you got your confirmation number. Make sure you have that confirmation number. If you lose it, there is no way for you to retrieve it. If you do get selected, you will not be able to do anything without that confirmation number. Okay? So you should not apply more than once only. You know you applied, then you applied successfully if you got a confirmation number. Once you got the confirmation number, stop. Do not apply and wait until May of next year when they are going to announce if you are selected or not. Department of State will not send you an email, either if you were selected or if you were not selected. So you would not get an email. The only way to find out is through the website. So please, the website to apply is DV, diversity visa. Okay, so it's DV program, program. That's it. It's not spelled like in French, programme. So it's dvprogram.state.gov. If you go on any other website, you are not on the official website. Do not pay a third-party intermediary. Do not go through any of that because you'd be wasting your money. And most times they don't even apply for you. And when they do apply for you, I mean, if you read the instructions, okay, if you read the instruction, it actually tells you the biggest scams and how they are presenting themselves and what you should be aware of and be careful with. Okay. In some cases, they will take money from you to apply on your behalf. They keep the confirmation number, so you have no control over it, and then they want more money to help you after that. So that is a scam. Don't fall for it. You can do it on your own. It is really a simple application once you have the information that you need. And I'll go into that in a second. I'll know why interviews date are not out for 20 and 2021 because they are not being processed. Like I stated at the beginning of this, it's being stuck in litigation. Actually, there are court cases because of that, and the consulates are closed. That's why. I'm from Chad. Chad can apply. Zimbabwe can apply. Explain to us the mailing parts, how to fill out address 1, address 2, zip code. You may not have a zip code. You may have a postal code. Address 1, generally it would be your street address or your house number. Address 2 usually refers to an apartment number if you live in a high rise, and then you need to put your apartment number. Generally speaking, you can see what the format was used by your local U.S. embassy. So if the local U.S. embassy says my address is just city and state, they don't have that. It could be a very small country where there is no address for the building, okay, and then they would just put city and state. That would probably not be applicable in most cases, so you need to list street number and name, and then you put your postal code, I'm sorry, street number and apartment number, and then you put your postal code there if you have one. If you are not in the United States, you do not have a zip code, you have a postal code. Where do I apply? I just said it. It's dvprogram.state.gov. And if you can't write it down right now, which is totally fine, you can see it in one of my videos. I actually posted it there. I think I also said last night on a couple of the comments. Which age range is more likely to be selected? It doesn't go by that. Everyone is in the same bucket, in the same computer, and it's computer selecting at random. It has nothing to do with your age. You do have to be over the age of 18 to apply. Generally speaking, there is no really minimum age, but they do require 12 years of education. So if you don't have 12 years of it, that usually happens when you are 18 years old. In most countries, you could be 17. If you finish 12 years of school, then yes, you can apply. Okay, so it has nothing to do with your age. Where we should apply, again, dvprogram.state.gov. I'm from Kenya. What are the requirements? The requirements for those from Kenya are the same for you as they are from everywhere else. You need to be at least high school graduate, or you need to have a 2 years experience in your profession in the past 5 years. So you need to have that, and that specific profession, it's a little bit complicated. You have to look on the ONET website. Again, look at the DV instructions. The website is listed there as well. And if your profession, for example, aeronautical engineer, so you are an engineer dealing with aircrafts, you do have likely the education that is required to be able to do that. Okay, you are a truck driver. If you only need to go to school for 2 weeks and you only finish 10 years of schooling, that will not make you qualified for that. Okay, so you do need to have 12 years of education or 2 years in a trade or profession that requires formal training in the past 5 years. Can I use previous year photo to apply? You will be disqualified if you do that. We know of some individuals who have been applying for a long time, and they are still using the picture from, say, 5 years ago. Guess what? That means for the past 5 years, their submission was rejected and disqualified. You have to use a current photo, a photo that was done in the past 6 years and that meets the criteria for to be like a passport photo. If you see the instructions, you see it. If you go to the website, dvprogram.state.gov, it will actually show you what it needs to look like. In the United States, it's a 2-inch by 2-inch photo with a white background. Your face and your upper body has to, like really from here, has to cover 69% of the photo, and you cannot wear eyeglasses. You have to face forward. There are specific requirements. Okay, so you might want to look at what is that in centimeters and see where you can obtain that picture. And remember, it's a digital picture, so whoever does your photo for you, make sure it's a digital photo. You will also need a photo and the passport information for your wife or husband, and you need the information for your children as well. Can you write that down on a paper? You can write it down on a paper, but you cannot apply on paper. When you're talking about the website, seriously, you're on TikTok, go over my other TikToks. It's right there. It's actually listed on, you don't even have to watch the TikTok. It's on the website. It's right there. dvprogram.state.gov. Can I apply for Oman? Yes, you can. From Pakistan, pending asylum. Even if you're pending asylum, Pakistan is excluded, so no. Can I apply UAE or Bangladesh? Well, Bangladesh is excluded, and you are saying UAE. It doesn't go by the country where you live. It goes by country of birth. I assume you were born in Bangladesh and you work in UAE. You are excluded. You cannot apply. If your wife is, for example, from another country and her country is not excluded, she can apply. No, Pakistan and Bangladesh cannot apply. I'm a draftsman. Can I apply? It depends on your country and your education. What does it take in your country to become a draftsman? And if it's 2 years at least of experience that you have in the past 5 years as that, and that occupation is listed on ONET, which is the website. I'll post a video on that in a second. I mean, sometime today. Then yes, you can apply. Okay. Worst case scenario, apply. If you get selected, you'll deal with it then. I'm always asking this question. I want to come to the US, but I don't have anyone there. What's the process? That's the process. This is the process that you can use to come to the United States if you don't have anyone here. Okay. So that assumes you have at least a high school education, you are over the age of 18, and your country is not excluded from the process. If that is not the case, and say you are from, let's say Haiti, right? So if you are from Haiti, then you cannot apply for this process. Then your best option is to call an immigration attorney and to see what your particular options are, knowing your particular situation in terms of immigration history, family history, education history, your financials, and so on, because you might have other options even without family in the United States, okay? It depends a lot on your education, your financial status. Scotland, if it's considered part of, let me tell you, I think it's part of the UK considered, but let me see, because it actually has an exception for UK. UK is excluded except Northern Ireland, but I see something. Hold on. Yeah, Scotland cannot apply, okay? Specifically, it says, since you are, okay, the following European countries are not eligible. Great Britain, okay, parentheses UK, which includes the following areas: Anguilla, Bermuda, British Virgin Islands, British Indian Ocean Territory, Cayman Islands, Falkland Islands, Gibraltar, Montserrat, Pitcairn, South Georgia, and the South Sandwich Islands, St. Helena, and Turks and Caicos. So if you are from there, no, you cannot apply. Can I choose high school, no degree? If you do have high school, then yes. What's the website? dvprogram.state.gov. Can asylum seekers at Cyprus apply to relocate to the United States? Anybody can apply to locate to the United States. You should enter into this lottery. It depends by your country of birth. So, Mickey, if you tell me more information about where you were born, then I can tell you if you can apply or not. Is it a must to have a passport? Yes, you do not. And it's not just any regular passport. It has to be a passport that allows you to travel internationally, okay? So if you are allowed to travel internationally on your passport, then yes, and the passport has to be valid. You cannot apply without a passport. If you apply with some countries issue passports that are available only for internal travel, those are not good enough. I'm from Bangladesh, but I'm born in UAE. So if you are born in UAE, let's see. I'll tell you in a second. Yes, you can apply. If you are born in UAE, then yes, you can apply. I'm from Nepal. Can I apply? No. Yes, you can. This year you can. They need more taxpayers. Don't come. You don't have to apply, man. Okay. All right. Okay. May you tell me a little bit about Togolese passport holder? What about it? I don't understand the question. You need to have an international passport that allows you to travel internationally, okay? I'm from Ghana. Yes, you can. All right, let's see. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm from Africa. Africa is not a country. You need to tell me what country you are from. Okay, give me your country. You to tell them they need to have 500,000 to come to start a business. No, you don't. And by the way, that is not the case because that law has changed. So no, not only that, depending on their country, they do not have to have $500,000 to come start a business. If we have a treaty with the country of citizenship, then they can come to the United States investing way less than that. So no, that's not the case. Don't try to dissuade people. Okay, how about the photograph? I just went over the photograph. It's a 2 by 2 inches picture with white background where your body covers 69%, and this has to be in the middle third. Okay. I'm here in USA. My wife is African, and I put by mistake single. If you put single and you're married, you're disqualified, and that's it. How about DV-22? I have no idea. Yes, if someone has a pending I-130, can you apply for DV? Yes, you can. I was born here. I want to bring my newborn. Okay, so you were born in the United States. I assume that's what you mean. And where was your baby born, and why is the baby not here with you? Because the baby is a US citizen if you reported it to the consulate. So I need a lot more info. Oh, you mean nephew. Okay. You cannot bring your nephew. There is no such category for you to sponsor an aunt, uncle, nephew, niece, any of that. That doesn't, cousins, there is just no category for that. So somebody is asking about Somalia. Yes, Somalia can apply. I'm from Gambia. Can Gambia apply? Yes, you can. If you guys look at my TikTok, that says what countries are not allowed to apply. If you are not listed, then yes, you can apply. All right. What's the link for the application, please? Or the website? It's dvprogram.state.gov. Look at my other TikToks. Really, it's right there. Okay. And I will post it again because it seems like it's a common question, even though it's readily available. I'll post it for you guys. No worries. I'm from Somalia. I have Somalian passport, but don't have high school certificate. You don't have to necessarily have a high school certificate if in the past 5 years you worked for at least 2 years in a profession that requires advanced training. Okay, so if it requires, the wording that the government uses, let me tell you exactly what they say about that. It says this. Okay, I'm gonna read it to you. Each applicant must meet the education or work experience required by having either, so that means one or the other. One, at least a high school education or the equivalent defined as successful completion of a 12 years course of education. Or number two, 2 years of work experience within the past 5 years in an occupation that requires at least 2 years of training or experience to perform. And then it clarifies the Department of State will use the Department of Labor's ONET online database to determine qualifying work experience. Okay. So there are some frequently asked questions in the instructions that you can go through, but it will not list the professions. Okay. So what you want to do is really apply and say you don't have the certificate, but you have the work experience. And you have to have it at the time you apply. You can't apply and then go now and get your education. That is not the way it works. You need to have it at the time of your application. Okay. So let's see. Yes, Somalia can apply. Sierra Leone, I think I just said that. I think you can apply as well. Yes. Okay. I was born here. I want to bring my nephew from Central Africa. Please, what to do? You cannot bring your nephew. There is no such category. Okay. So if you want to really bring your nephew, you have to look at other options. I don't know how old he is. Maybe he can come here on a student visa. But give us a call. We can try to determine if he has options or not. My team is already at the office today. So definitely we can look and see what options you have. Okay. If you have a pending I-130, but the embassy sent it back with intent to revoke, and USCIS haven't revoked, they intend to revoke. Something is you didn't disclose, something is fishy there, something does not look right. Contact an immigration attorney as soon as possible, okay? Make sure it's someone who knows what to do about intent to revoke, because not every lawyer would. Yes, Gambia, Sierra Leone, Kenya. If you were rejected, okay, I'm from Kenya. There was time I was rejected. You can try every single year as long as Kenya is allowed to apply. And yes, they are. So, okay. All right. Togo, yes. DR Congo, yes, you can apply from DR Congo. Ghana, yes. Uganda, yes. My husband is from India. You can apply and you can list your husband, but your husband cannot apply and list you. Do you have to speak English? No. I cannot address refugee passports. I know exactly zero about refugee programs. Can you send me the application form through my TikTok? No, there is no such way. You cannot apply on paper. You cannot mail it. There is no such thing you can download. You actually have to do it on the website. And that website, again, it's dvprogram.state.gov. Pakistanis cannot apply. I'm an engineer by profession. Can I apply? Yes, you can. Again, I just gave you guys the link. DR Congo, yes, you can apply. It doesn't matter where you are a refugee. It goes by your country of birth. Are these hard to fix? I don't know what fixing means. Okay, thank you for posting the website. I appreciate that. It's very hard for me to talk and type at the same time. So thank you. Yeah, Somali, Pakistanis can apply. Nursing student in Ghana, can I apply? Yes. How? You're asking how. If you just Google DV-2023, you will come up with the instructions and the website. If not, they do have a video actually on how to apply for this. And next Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, that is New York time, I will be walking you guys through this. Also, we will have on our TikTok profile, since most of the chats seem to be coming from TikTok, I will have a video recorded that you guys can follow later. Remember, you only have 60 minutes, that's 1 hour, to start and finish the application. So what you want to do is make sure you have your passport in front of you, your wife's and kids' passports in front of you. You need to have your digital pictures ready to be uploaded and make sure they meet the criteria, because you only got 60 minutes. And then if you didn't finish and didn't click submit and didn't get the confirmation number, then you have to do it again from scratch, okay? And you can only do it once. All right, so I did address this for about 30 minutes. I think I need to move on with my day and have my consultations with our clients. If I was able to help at least one person today, that made my day and I'm happy. So thank you all guys for being here. And we are going to see you again tomorrow morning. Bye.